And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Christie United Bowling Center for this game between your Iowa Wesleyan Tigers and your Eureka Red Devils. Good drive there by number 5, Austin Banks. The floater is good for him, or as Jacob Newbar. Looking at this Wesleyan team, they have Jared Fernandez, who leads the conference in rebounds a game with about 9.5 a game. And the leading assist man, number 11, Austin Banks. He averages 5.5 a game for them, point guard. Red Devils have your typical starting lineup for them. Bennington shoots a 3 from the corner. It is off, the rebound's grabbed by Banks. Good pass from Banks into Hosea for the layup. Nice left-hand layup there by Jalen Hosea. Red Devils have the usual starting lineup of Jalen Hosea, Dakota Bennington, Austin Juergens, Jordan Dame, and Jaden Banks. Good drive there by number 5, Newbar. And the ball's going to be knocked out of bounds and will be Red Devil ball. Good defense there by the Red Devil. Score is 2-2. If you watch at home, sorry, we don't have the scoreboard up with the YouTube. We will have that back for our next home game against Fontbonne at home. But as of today, we do not have that up. I will try to keep you posted on the score as much as possible. Jordan Dame kicks over to Dakota Bennington on the wing. He feeds it to Austin Juergens down low. Up and under is up. And just off for Austin Juergens. Good move there, though, by him. Rebound grab by Marvin Santoline. Drive here by Banks. Last time the Red Devils met up with the Tigers, it was at Iowa Wesleyan, and it was a Red Devil victory. Austin Banks, number 5, led the game led the Tigers in points with 22, or number 11, led the game in points with 22 against the Red Devils. Santoline with the ball now, kicks over to Banks. This Wesleyan team has kind of lived and died by the three-pointer this year. They're only 1-9 on the road, but have a pretty strong home record. A few games ago, they made 23 three-pointers. One is off there by number 15, Dentlinger.
Yeah, and that's much like the women's team, as we saw earlier, living and dying with 3.
Jalen Hosea with the ball on the wing. Kicks over to Austin Juergens, who's going to drive. Good defense there by the Tigers, though. They're kind of packing it in down low against the Red Devils here. Good pass. And another layup by Jalen Hosea. 4 points for him. 4-2 lead here for the Red Devils.
They pack it in tight, but the shortest guy on the court gets 2 layups.
Yeah. Gotta love it when he gets going early. Hosea is guarding Banks on the drive. Banks kicks out to Santoline. Over to Dentlinger. Back to Banks up top. Banks drives, kicks back out to Dentlinger. Finds Santoline for 3. He's going to pull. 3-pointer is off. Good rebound there by Jaden Banks. Red Devils are going to have to box out that number 2, Jared Fernandez, this game. Like I said, leads the conference in rebounds. Quick 3-pointer is put up there by Jaden Banks. Not sure I really like that shot from him. I like to see him get down low more. Banks with the drive. Ball's going to be knocked out of bounds by him. Good help side defense there, though, by Banks. Red Devils coming off a pretty tough loss at McMurray. Red Devils struggled in close games this year. They're 2-5 in close games, and that's why they're on the outside looking in right now to get into the tournament. But if they win out, they're most certainly going to get in. They got to win games like this, especially ones like this where they're supposed to win. Fernandez there, the layup, ties it up with 16:48 left here in the first half. Austin Juergens catches the ball in the corner, finds Jordan Dame up top. Dame finds Bennington on the wing. Back to Hosea. They're going to set up the offense, it looks like. Jordan Dame with the drive and gets blocked there by Fernandez.
I think the Red Devils might have caught a break. That looked from here like it hit off Dame before going out.
Pass thrown up to Hosea there. Finds Juergens from about 15 feet. Kick out to Bennington for 3. 3-pointer is off. I'm not sure I'm liking what I really see from Red Devils offense so far. They're packing it in for sure, but I still like to see them try to get to the rim as much as possible. That's where these Red Devils thrive, especially with this lineup they have out there. Banks is caught traveling down low, Austin Banks is. Dame's going to pass the ball here. Looks like they're going to put on a bit of a press. Shouldn't be too hard for Jose to handle. Jose is extremely careful with the ball, especially for a young sophomore playing varsity. Banks with the ball on the wing, gets a screen from Jaden. Crossover is poked away by Sandline. Good defense there by the Tigers. And it's kicked out to Banks, and it will be Tiger ball. Throws it up quick, and the three-pointer is up and good by number 3, Jake Newbar. Sandline has taken the matchup of Bennington this game, and he looks like he's up for the task. A good steal there on him. Bennington goes for the back door, and another steal by Sandline on the errant pass by Jordan Dame. I think they're trying to force it to him there a little bit. Newbar in the corner. He's looking to drive. Kicks out to Sandline. Guarded by Jordan Dame. Kick out back to Banks. Banks over to Sandline. He thinks about shooting. He's going to drive. Kick back to Banks. He'll pull from 3. And the three-pointer is good by Banks. 4-10. Iowa Wesleyan lead with 15 minutes left here in the first.
Yeah, tough start here for Eureka, and everything's falling for Iowa Wesleyan. So got to figure out a way just to turn this momentum as soon as possible.
And everything's falling for them, but they're also pretty open.
Yeah.
You know, I need to see more effort from the Red Devils defensively right now. Got the chance to talk to a couple assistant coaches for the Red Devils. They said it's all about focus with this team. When they're focused in, no one can beat them. I think I've seen a bit of a lack of focus this game right now. Hopefully they dial it in. Austin Jurgens going to go to the line here. He's actually 4th in the conference in free throw percentage, shooting about 83 a game for the Red Devils. Only player to score for the Red Devils right now is Jalen Hosea, the point guard. So that ends there with an Austin Jurgens free throw. Cuts the lead to 5. 10-5 is the score, 14:56 left here in the first. Second free throw is good. Newbar passes it up to Banks. As I said earlier, Banks does lead the conference in assists, averaging 5.6 a game. Newbar with a quick three-point pull is well off. And with a packed house like the Red Devils have tonight, hopefully the crowd lets him hear about it. Jordan Dames will pass along. Looks like Ian Milstead comes in for Dakota Bennington here. Give him a break. Love what Milstead brings off the bench for the Red Devils. Can create his own shot and a very good defensive player and decision maker for them.
Yeah, he's definitely been big for this Red Devils team. Very nice to have him come in from ICC this year. That's been a big plus.
Him and Daniels both have been great for this team. Three-pointer is just off there for Jordan Dame, but the steal is grabbed by Banks. See Hosea go all the way to the rim here. Good take there by Hosea. I'm not sure that Fernandez established himself in bounds here, but they're saying he did. Sandline gets the ball up top now, off the missed layup. Good defense there by Banks to get a hand on that entry pass.
Great hands. You don't usually see that quick hands from big guys like that.
And the bucket is good by Austin Jurgens. Nice take there by Jurgens for a little 10-foot pull-up. Red Devils just cut the lead to 2. 8-10 lead here for Wesleyan.
Nice little recovery after that hiccup of a start.
This lineup for the Red Devils especially is very good defensively, especially when Banks is moving his feet and hands the way he has so far this game. Sandline looking to drive. Banks comes over. Good contest. Going to call a foul on the ground on Ian Milstead. Looks like Kyler Stork's going to check in for the Red Devils. He's just been progressively getting more playing time as the season's gone along. A couple games ago, if you were with us for Principia, he had a great game off the bench for the Red Devils. Both centers brought like 20 points, which you don't typically see from that position for the Red Devils. Kyler Stork is in now, anchoring the paint. Shot is blocked by Milstead up top. Rebound grabbed by Dame. Hosea catches the ball on the wing, finds Stork down low. He'll work on Fernandez. Good move there by Stork, and he knocks it down. Coach Wilde's going to his bench early. They already has Chris Daniels ready to check in, it looks like. Milstead's guarding number 20 up top. That's Cresswell, who shoots the three and knocks it down. Brings that lead back to 3 for the Tigers. Austin Jurgens with the ball on the wing. Looking to drive here. Is able to get it off the loose ball. Dame catches the pass, goes for that 15-foot pull-up, and is able to knock it down.
Real nice roll there, but I'm impressed with this Iowa Wesleyan defense. They're just suffocating on the ball.
They're attacking it. Step back here for Cresswell is off.
You're right, they do live and die by the 3.
Yeah, they let that sucker fly, it seems like. 3-pointers in defense. Milstead kicks the ball out to Jordan Dame for the corner 3-pointer. I think that's a little rush there. I'm not sure I really like that shot from him. I know he just hit a 15-foot pull-up, but that early in the shot clock, he's got to pass that ball around a little bit, I think.
Yeah, it looked like he was catching that ball with 2 seconds left on the shot clock instead of 20.
Good pass there from Banks. Finds Newbar in the wing. He misses the 3-pointer. Good rebound there, though, by Milstead to fend off Fernandez going for the offensive board. Jurgens has the one-on-one.
No.
That was good positioning there by Dentlinger from New London, Iowa. Dentlinger is 6'4" sophomore. Good positioning. I'm not sure I would have called a charge. I think I'd give it a no call there, especially with this year's emphasis on flopping in the SLIAC conference. They're supposed to be calling that a little tighter, but nonetheless, Austin Jurgens will come out with his first foul, and that brings in Chris Daniels for the Red Devils. Daniels has just been a great defensive player off the bench, and another guy that can shoot and dribble, pass, and shoot for the Red Devils, which you gotta love that combination. Milstead went for the block there. Good move there by Jake Newbar. Glad to see everyone's okay. Pretty tough collision. I think Milstead just picked up his second foul, but the Red Devils going to keep him in.
Scary looking play there. Obviously no intent either way, because you're not just going to purposely run into a guy like that. But saw a scary one in the women's game too.
Exactly, yeah. I was just thinking about that. Banks with the drive here. Good no-look pass down low. Great pass by Banks to find Dentlinger. Showing off his passing skills early. He had the behind the back earlier than that no-look. Hosea gets the ball to Milstead on the wing. Milstead with the no-look to Daniels. Daniels has the lane wide open to drive in one-on-one. Misses the layup, but is able to draw the foul, and will go to the line. One thing I find interesting in the Red Devils, they lead the conference in rebounds. I think a lot of those are, I would define as easy rebounds, because teams don't go for the offensive board against us because we run the breaks so well typically. Yeah. But we are still a very good rebounding team. But during free throws, we almost never go for an offensive rebound. And I find it interesting because we're not the best free throw shooting team in the conference by any means. I mean, we're not bad, but like right there, that'd been the prime rebound for an offensive board. We just don't even think about it. Banks brings the ball up here. He tries to pass to Dentlinger. He's able to catch it from the ground and get rid of it. Pretty impressive play there by Dentlinger. Banks with the ball again with Jordan Dame on him. Drive and the bucket there for Banks. That's a tough move, especially with the long arms of Jordan Dame on him. Dame is 6'4", listed at 6'6" on paper, and Banks is only 5'10". That was a good move by the senior guard there. Kyle Henderson's going to come in now. That's going to put Dame as the tallest player on the court.
Sort of fourth substitution, I believe, in less than 10 minutes. A lot of times we don't even see a single substitution in this amount of time from the Red Devils.
Yeah. I'm interested to see. It looks like they're going to put Henderson down low. I mean, I guess the leading rebounder for Wesleyan is not in. They kind of have a small ball lineup, so maybe that's what Willie's trying to match. Dame guarded by Cresswell here. Kicks out to Hosea for three. Three-pointer is just off by Jalen Hosea. Man, if he can get that shot down, though, that's going to open up his game so much over the next 2 years. Very excited to watch his career continue for the Red Devils. Banks with the ball up top, guarded by Henderson. He's just going to step up and knock it down. Got to get a hand up if you're Kyle Henderson there. Hand down, man down with a team that lives and dies by the three. They're always going to take that.
He gave him like 8 feet of space, it seemed like.
Not even a hand up. Shot with confidence, too. Looks like Banting's going to come back in the game here for the Red Devils. Love to see that. They need some offensive power right now. Chris Daniels misses the corner three-pointer. He loves that shot from the corners, though. Banks on the drive, guarded by Hosea. Hosea's been the only one that can keep Banks under wraps, but he's coming off so many screens, he's getting the switch. Cresswell misses the three. Good rebound by Hosea. He's off to the races. Kick out to Jordan Dame. I will say, every time Jordan Dame gets the ball, it seems like someone's grabbing his jersey, or they're kind of roughing him up. The refs are letting him play on him, at least. I think he's continued to struggle with someone just hitting him or roughing him up a little bit down low. Timeout called here by the Red Devils, I believe. That's going to be their first. 30-second timeout.
The first 10 minutes of this game, we've seen 3 swings.
Yeah.
Obviously, to start the game, Iowa Wesleyan came out hot. Then Eureka came back, neutralized that, and now Iowa Wesleyan's on another run here, 21-13 Iowa Wesleyan. So it's big out of this timeout. Eureka to come out strong and get this game closer, at least to just a few possessions.
A lot of it, I think, is coming down to defense. If I'm the Red Devils, you got to step it up defensively right now. I'm not seeing a lot of effort from them. I mean, Hosea has been working hard for sure, and I think Kyler Stork and Jaden Banks were playing with a lot of energy starting out the game. They're both on the bench now. I'd like to see a bit more energy out of the Red Devils. Daniels gets a screen by Henderson, is able to keep the ball after good defense by Cresswell. This Wesleyan team, you said earlier, is playing great defense, and the pass goes out of bounds for Daniels to Hosea. Especially this number 20, Caleb Cresswell, off the bench. 5'10" sophomore. He's playing great defense and has knocked down a 3, I believe, since he's been in. Banks going to bring the ball up here with Daniels on him. Good screen there, though, by Fernandez to get Banks open. And they're going to call it travel, it looks like. Oh, no. Foul called on Daniels down low. Off-ball foul. So right now the Red Devils are matching Daniels up on Banks. I like that because you either have to have, I think, Daniels or Hosea on him. They're the 2 fastest, can move their feet fastest for the Red Devils. Let's see what they get out of this. Fernandez is caught wide open down low. And the late foul call on Henderson is going to put him to the line.
I saw nothing there. It looked like Henderson was straight up.
And it was a very late call, too. Right now, Kyler Stork's coming back in. I was just about to say, if Fernandez is in, I mean, I love Henderson's game, but he can't be the guy guarding him. He's just giving up too many inches. That's just a tough thing to do. Stork's at least big enough to contend with the conference leading rebounder. Free throw is off. Good board there by Stork. Jose is going to bring the ball up now. Hand off to Bennington. With the way this defense is looking, I'd like a pick and roll here with Dame and Bennington just to get something going towards the rim. A lot of stagnant. Like they're sagging so far off Hosea, daring Bennington to go into a double team. They almost have to screen off of him.
Got to do something else. You can't keep up with these one-on-ones constantly because then, like you said, it becomes a double team.
Speaking of something else, here comes a spark plug in off the bench, Jalen Crawford. If anyone can bring energy early, it's him. He always comes in and is always working hard, especially on the defensive end. He steals passing lanes. A lot similar to like Whitney Bozarth was in the women's game. And then offensively, if he gets going, there's no stopping him.
Oh, yeah. He'll
the pump fake.
He'll shoot it in his first 3 touches for sure.
Guaranteed. Kyler Stork's going to go to the line here after getting the and-1. He's been playing good minutes off the bench so far, both defensively and offensively. I think that's his 4th point. He's going to go to the line for a 5th, hopefully. 6-point lead here for the Tigers, 15-21. Wesley's just playing great defense. I'm noticing that when Bennington has the ball, they're just sagging completely off Hosea and just daring Bennington to drive. They're kind of clogging the paint on him in particular, which I think has been tough, especially Sandeline, number 5. Give him credit. He's been playing great defense for the Tigers. Dentlinger with the drive here. Crawford comes over to try to make a play. And a double dribble is going to be called to number 15, Alex Dentlinger. Good defense there by both Stork and Crawford. Jose will bring the ball up here now. Crawford has about 3 inches, I think, on Newbar, who's guarding him. Good entry pass there by Crawford to find Stork down low. Let's see if he can keep working. Good move there by Stork, is just off. Banks grabs the rebound. Banks with the drive. Kick out to Sandeline. Cresswell with the drive, kicks out to Dentlinger for 3, and it is just off. Rebound grab by Bennington. Another thing, I like to see the Red Devils try to get out in transition a bit more before the defense can get set. Nice 3-pointer there, though, by Dakota Bennington. Step back, no one saw it coming. Lulled the defender to sleep there almost.
Yeah, the defender just got a little lazy and was not expecting that clearly.
Banks going to drive in here. And a charge call on Banks. Good defense there by the Red Devils.
And once again, we're seeing another push. Just been back and forth like crazy.
One thing I like what Crawford's doing for the Red Devils is when whenever the ball handler turns his head from him, he just goes for him. He's going to leave his man behind. He's going for that steal, which I think's caught Banks off guard a couple times here, and he caught Dentling earlier, forced the double dribble. Ellison with the ball. He's going to pull up from 15. 15-foot jumper is off. I'm not a fan of that mid-range shot so early in the shot clock, really. I mean, late in the shot clock, if that's a shot, that's a good look. I think they could have gotten something better on that play. Dentlinger wide open is going to dunk it. Found wide open on the back cut and dunk there was Dentlinger. Chris Daniels with the ball in the wing. Finds Ellison. He's going to drive. 15-foot pull-up again. This one he knocks down. That was a little more open. He was stepping into it, so I like that a bit more. Dentlinger again with the ball down low. Foul's going to be called on Ellison, it looks like. They're going to give him 2 free throws for it. I'm not sure if it was a shooting foul. That's what they're going to call. Like I said earlier, I'd like the Red Devils to spread out and just get a pick and roll for Bennington so he can get going to the rim. There's nobody on this Wesleyan team besides Bryce Sandler that's on him that can contest him at the rim, really. And I don't even think he could. I mean, you've seen Bennington fly. He can touch the shot clock if he wants to. Crawford passes it into Ellison here. He's going to bring it up. Ellison's going to get the screen from Crawford. I'd call it a ghost screen, I'd say. Crawford runs to the corner. Good pass from Ellison to find Stork down low for the layup. Tyler Stork's having a great game off the bench right now. I think he's the leading scorer for the Red Devils with 7. Banks guarded by Ellison here. He's going to get the screen. Out to Sandler. He drives. Good move there by Newbar, but great contest as well. That's just a tough shot. That's a tough look. Yeah. If he takes that, if we lose to that shot 5 more times, I can't be that angry. That was good defense. But of course, Taylor Crawford was the answer. That might have been the first time.
Yeah, I think it was.
Too. He will back down from no one. Jalen Crawford, the Eureka microwave off the bench. And a steal here. Alex Dentlinger was trying to get fancy with it. They get the ball up to Bennington, who's looking to drive. Good spin move. Kick out to Ellison. Finds Daniels wide open from the top of the key. Three-pointer is just off. Good hustle there by Stork. We'll try to get that offensive rebound.
I like the run and gun there, though.
Yes.
You get the rebound and push the rock up the floor as soon as possible, and that's when they excel.
Banks, good defense there by Daniels on Banks. He's not getting anything. Daniels gets the rebound. He's pushing just like we want. He gets all the way to the rim, but the ball is just knocked out of his hands. I still like the effort. Santler goes to the steal, and the Wesleyan's pushing now. Kick out to Santler. Cresswell's wide open. Good defense there by Crawford to slow down that fast break. Tigers did have the advantage.
You know, you called Crawford a spark plug, and it's pretty obvious that since he came in the game, the intensity from everybody has really gone up a notch.
Reminds me of like that 88-89 Pistons era, the Vinnie Johnson coming off the bench, the microwave. That's just Jalen Crawford for the Red Devils this year. If he's hot, he's amazing. If not, Vernon Maxwell for the 94 Rockets was that way too. It's a very fun game Jalen Crawford has. And he's a fan favorite. If he touches the ball, the crowd's already going wild. Easy kid to root for too. Well, looking at this one right now, if you're watching at home, it's 26-28 with 5:32 left here in the first half. If you're just joining us, it's been a pretty good game. Wesleyan's been knocking down shots from 3. They have a 2-point lead here. And it's just been a fun game to watch, really, especially the Red Devils have been running. Wesleyan's been playing great defense in the half court, especially on the Red Devils. And they've hit a couple tough shots. Man.
It's kind of weird. It's a weird game because the teams aren't keeping up with each other. It's just Iowa Wesleyan, I've said this a couple times, goes on a run. Eureka gets closer. Iowa Wesleyan goes on a run. Eureka is now within 2 points again, but it's just not. It's back and forth, but like very extended back and forth.
Yeah. Sandeline. Oh, good. Another good inbounds play there. They find Dentlinger open down low. Crawford. Good bucket there by number 10. That's Jet Chaden. To Hayden, maybe. I think it's to Hayden. That's what I'm going to say from now on. Crawford with the ball up top. Gets the screen from Henderson. He's going to go to the rim. Layup is just off for the young fella. Still like that take, though. Cresswell with the ball guarded by Ellison. With Banks out here, they're losing their main facilitator. To Hayden with the ball now. Kicks down to Dentlinger. Haven't seen much of Fernandez. He's been on the bench for a while for the Tigers. Cresswell back out to Dentlinger. He's going to pull again from 3, and it is off. He's taken quite a few, hasn't made too many. Red Devils get the rebound. Austin Juergens is going to push. He has the size on this kid. Layup is just off. Tip-in's off. Crawford gets the tip in. Misses it. Oh. Still good effort, though, by the Red Devils to try to get that ball in. Sandeline with the ball. Oh, finds the Hayden wide open down low, and he knocks in the 15-footer. That's just
lost a man there.
Yeah, just lost him. I don't want to say bad effort because they were going hard. I mean, they just lost him. You're right. Bainton with the ball. Kicks over to Henderson on the wing. Kicks to Ellison in the corner. He's going to come off the screen here. Crawford screens for Juergens. Juergens looking to drive. Kick out to Bennington, who's going to drive. Good defense by Dentlinger on Bennington. A lot of body, but I think it was ball first. Not really sure if there was a call there to be made. Cresswell with the drive. Kicks out to Newbar. Newbar's made a couple impressive shots so far. Cresswell's been the main ball handler with Banks out. Good steal here by Crawford. He's off to the races. Good up, Jalen. Oh, and the follow by Bennington. Speaking of Dakota Bennington's dunks, ladies and gentlemen, after this game, go watch his dunk highlight on the Eureka Red Devils YouTube page, and then vote for him all through the next couple weeks. We have a chance to send him to the Final Four in a dunk contest if he gets votes in this upcoming D3 senior dunk bracket. So keep voting for the high flyer.
That was a very smooth transition you just had.
Thank you. Cresswell is able to get the layup there, though. Ellison with the ball up top. And the floater is good by Austin Ellison.
It's a good shot since it went in, but I don't know how I like that shot.
When he put it up, I'm not sure I liked it. But
I
will play it if it goes in.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It looked like that was his second choice. It looked like he wanted to get rid of it and then went up, and that was his only choice.
And then Cresswell is found wide open again for the layup. I don't know if there's a miscommunication on these screens here. It looks like the bench was saying hedge the screen, while on the court they switch, but Ellison didn't switch. A lot of miscommunication right now for the Red Devils on the court. Ellison's going to shoot the 3. It is off. Rebound will be grabbed by Newbar. I think we got to get Jalen Hosea back in the game. He started off really well. He's a great defensive player. I think he needs to be on the court right now against this lineup especially. Cresswell up top gets the screen from Enslinger. Three-pointers up by Newbar. It's off. It's going to be Red Devil ball knocked out of bounds by Newbar. Yeah. Jake Newbar is willing to put up some tough shots. I mean, he made a very nice step back on Crawford earlier that was heavily contested, and that one was contested. He still let it fly. Coach Willie is using his bench today. I'd like to see Ian Milstead, I think, get a little more tick than he's had this half. He was the first in off the bench, but he hasn't played much since. Looking at the lineup right now for the Red Devils, it looks like it's Bennington, Ellison, Banks, Dame, and Juergens. Yep, Ellison is going to remain in. Like I said, I haven't seen Hosea or Milstead in a while for the Red Devils. And that just makes me a little nervous. I like both their games a lot. I think they need more tick. I think this game would be a little bit closer if both of them had about 5 more minutes of PT. But Ellison's going to bring the ball up here, gets the ball to Jordan Dame. Bennington with the ball on the wing. Juergens catch the ball up top, finds Dame down low. Good take there by Jordan Dame is off. Rebound couldn't be grabbed by Banks. Nice to see Banks back in. He started off the game pretty hot. Him and Stork, last few games, were just playing great for the Red Devils.
The Red Devils just need to find a way. We got this big crowd today at the always beautiful gym we have here at Eureka College that They just need to get something to get this crowd going and get some momentum behind them.
You'd think the dunk by Bennington earlier would have done it, but they came up and left open a wide open layup after that, and it just sucked the energy out of the crowd. Juergens loses the ball down low. This Wesleyan defense is just incredible. Banks with a behind-the-back pass to Jordan Dame. He's going to pull it from 18.
I don't understand that shot with 11 seconds on the shot clock.
That's what I was just about to say. They took words out of my mouth there. I think it's just too much time for that contested shot. Banks gets the ball to Hayden down low. And makes the wide open layup. I think we need a sub for the Red Devils. Down 8 here, 50 seconds left. I know they're trying to get out of the half, but there's just not a lot of energy in this lineup right now. Juergens with the tough. I've said it before, I'll say it again. That's Austin Juergens basketball right there. A little 10-foot pull-up. Knocks it down. It's not always the prettiest, but man, he's an efficient basketball player. Love watching Austin Juergens play. Cresswell hands it off to Banks up top, guarded by Ellison. Banks steps back and misses the three-pointer. Good contest there by Jaden Banks on Austin Banks.
Yeah, that's going to get real confusing, the two Banks.
Ball's knocked out of bounds. Ref said by Bennington. Looks to me like it was off of center line for the Wesleyan Tigers, but Hosea is going to come back in here with 7.5 left. I'm noticing Hayden is wide open there in the wing.
This is a big stop for the Red Devils. They need right now. Finish this half strong.
6-point lead here for the Tigers. Hayden wide open from three. Misses. And the Red Devils get the rebound. And that's that. It was a fast half. Not too many fouls, really. No one's in foul trouble right now, except for maybe Fernandez. I didn't notice, but he didn't get much minutes there, number 2 did for the Tigers.
No.
We'll see. We'll get a look at the stats, and we'll be back in about 12 minutes or so to update you. Thanks for joining us, and we'll be back. And we're back. Looking after that first half, like we said before, great defense by Iowa Wesleyan in this game. Holding the Red Devils to only 32 points and a half is no easy feat. Red Devils are averaging like 91 a game. Jordan Dame with a pull-up from 18 feet there. Shot goes down. I still think that's a shot they got to stay away from so early in the shot clock, though. But I'm happy it went down there to start the half off. 19:40 left here. Ball knocked out of bounds there by Hosea. Good defense there by him. Looking at the stats of the first half here. We have leading scorer in the game for the Red Devils is Kyler Stork off the bench with 7, actually. And leading scorer is Austin Banks for Wesleyan with 9. Pretty even scoring game. No real stars of it so far. Hosea just misses the wraparound layup there.
Just go up and draw the contact there. I don't
think so.
I don't understand trying to be too fancy with it. You got to have the points. One way or the other, or give it back to Dakota.
Dakota will just throw that down.
Right.
He'll have trouble getting up there. Hosea is going to bring the ball up with Banks on him now. Hosea's got a tight handle on the ball, especially for a sophomore, though. Entry pass down to Jaden Banks. Tough post move there. Again, that's just another tough look. And I think that good defense by Wesleyan to make all of our looks tough, but I think we're settling.
Very much so, yep.
I do. Banks sagging off now. Ball knocked out of bounds by the Tigers. Fernandez knocks out. Fernandez has 2 fouls. He sat most of the first half. That's pretty scary if you're for the Red Devils because he's the leading rebounder in the conference. He didn't play much. He only played 8 minutes in the first half, and they're still winning by 4 right now. Scores 34-38. Tigers are up with 18 left as Dakota Banks missed the shot. Good rebound there by Hosea. And that's Austin Juergens basketball right there.
Worked out.
15-foot pull-up, or catch and shoot from Hosea. Hosea guarding Banks. Way to navigate himself around the screens there, though. Banks kicks out to Dentlinger. Dentlinger had a good first half. Nice drive there by number 5, Marvin Santaline.
It's not easy to get around his arms. Wow.
Yeah. First points of the game for him. Hasn't been scoring per se, but he's had a great game defensively guarding Dakota Banks and holding Dakota just 5 points this game. Dakota, of course, averages 25 a game. No, that's just a jumper. I'm not sure I'm a fan of that look if I'm the Red Devils, but off-ball foul called here. Foul called on Bennington. Pretty far away ref called that there. I'm not sure how he saw it, and the ref standing right next didn't, but foul call nonetheless. Luckily, that's only his first foul. He's on too much foul trouble. Banks with the ball now. Errant pass almost goes out of bounds. Newbar guarded by Hosea. Back to Santaline. Newbar kicks down to Dentlinger in the corner. Banks with a step back, and it's good. That looked good ever since he left his hands there. You can't switch Jaden Banks onto Austin Banks there. I love Jaden Banks. Great player, long arms, good defensive player. He just doesn't have the foot speed to keep up with him. And if that's a switch that he's going to get, he's going to score more often than not against it. Screen here from Jaden Banks, trying to get something open for Austin Juergens. Another tough look for the Red Devils. Good rebound there, though, by Hosea to put it back in.
It worked out for him, but I don't understand this constant one-on-one and trucking up a shot immediately. Run a play, get it into your best player's hands between Dakota, Juergens, Dame, whatever it is. Run something instead of just trying to go one-on-one and chuck up an 18-footer.
And right there, number 3, Newbar, knocks down the three-pointer, which brings the lead to 7 for Wesleyan. Scores 38-45 with 16:31 left here in the second half. I mean, you're exactly right. They got to move the ball around. Bennington's not getting the ball enough, I don't think, but it's just, and I credit to Wesleyan. They're playing really good defense.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But I still think the Red Devils are settling. They're too skilled to be settling for these looks. That's a play. Great pass there by Dan to get the dunk with Jaden Banks. Pick and rolls, what we've been calling for the whole time. It works beautifully there. Hopefully they keep going to that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like you said, the Tigers are playing great defense, but the Red Devils' offense, or lack thereof, any creativity, is making it look even better.
Great defense there by Banks up top. This gets the Red Devil pushing in transition, which we like to see from them. Strong take there by Bennington. Another offensive rebound by Jose. I love to see him hustle for those. Love the idea, and Bennington is able to draw a foul in the back cut there. Good cut there by him. Foul called on number 15. That is Alex Dentlinger. Jose is going to pass the ball in here for the Red Devils. I think the Red Devils are going to try to get something going to the rim here. Now kick out to Banks in the corner. He's no threat to shoot out there. So the Tigers only have to guard him. He's trying to post up. Little hook shots up there. I don't know, man. If it's Kyler Stork down there in the post, I think I like it more. I typically like Banks trying to pick and roll, high-flying rim runner role more than the post-up role for him at this point in his career. Jurgens kicks the ball out to Dame. He tries to crossover, and he got tackled. I mean, that was his head. Neubauer fouled him there. I'd like to see the Red Devils trying to push that transition play, though. That's where they're at their best.
Yeah, exactly.
Jose with the ball up top. Dame's able to get the screen from Banks.
Oh.
This time they're going to call the charge on Neubauer. On Dame. Good move there by Neubauer. If I'm the Red Devils, I got to get some bench players in. Storks was the leading scorer in the first half. I'd have him in already. Milstead, Daniels, Crawford. Somebody give some energy off the bench right now.
And it's interesting because Coach Wilde was quick to the substitutions in the first half, and now, I mean, yeah, we're only 5 minutes into it, but he had 3 substitutions or so at this point in the first half when things were going worse than they are now, but still.
Fernandez guarded by Banks down low. Good move by him. Foul going to be called on Bennington, it looks like.
That's a joke.
I disagree with that.
This is terrible. Dakota's, he's going for the ball. It looked like he got boxed out, and he went to the ground, and it's a foul on him somehow. That's not a good call.
If anything, I think that's a no call. I don't didn't see a foul on anyone there, really. If anyone, it was Santaline, though.
Yeah, it seems like that one specific ref has been quick with his whistle all game.
As Austin Banks gets the layup there, moves the lead to 7 for the Tigers. Jurgens with the drive, loses it. Another, tough contested mid-range shot for the Red Devils. Santaline with the ball up top. Heads off to Kressinger.
If Iowa Wesleyan scores here, you got to call a timeout if you're Coach Wilde. This can get ugly real quick.
With no effort to go for the defensive rebound. Finally, Banks gets his hands in there. Chris Daniels has subbed in now for Bennington.
And here comes Stork like you were wanting.
Give me some Kyler Stork down low. He's been consistent off the bench this game and last few games. He's been just playing really good basketball. And I love Jaden Banks' game, too, I mean, especially on the defensive end. But if you're going to have your center post up, I prefer Stork. It's a good problem to have, though, 2 big men like that can play good minutes. Three-pointer is off to Hayden. Daniels with the rebound. Now the Red Devils are going to push. Still like that take, though, by Jose.
Yep.
Get to the rim, attack it, maybe get a foul call next time. Neubauer guarded by Dame, kicks out to Austin Banks, guarded by Hosea. Good screen there. Someone's got to call it that screen by Fernandez. I think that caught Jose off guard, hit him pretty hard. It will be Red Devil ball here, though. Looks like Austin Ellison's going to come in for Hosea here. Still haven't seen Ian Milstead off the bench yet this half. Like to see some of him. I think him and Crawford could both get it going off the bench for sure. Dame catches the ball on the wing, guarded very well by Neubauer. This whole game, Neubauer's just been making Dame work for everything. Ellison kicks the ball down to Austin Jurgens in the post. Good move by Jurgens for the bucket.
They found the mismatch there with Juergens and the shorter defender, and Juergens did a real nice job of just taking it right at him.
He's the exact type of player you can't put a shorter guy on. Because even on taller guys, he just floats it up over him. His little, his uncanny ability to throw a ball on a rim. That's just what Austin Juergens is. And you can't have a shorter guy on him because he's going to get a bucket more often than not on him. Especially down there. He'll get a bucket on anybody.
And we've only got a 5-point game here, but it just seems like it's slipping away from Eureka. I said it in the first half when there was a timeout, but they got to come out of this timeout strong and just figure out a way to scrape and claw back into it, even though it's only a 5-point game.
It's just been such a low-scoring game, especially for Red Devil standards. Like I said, Red Devils are averaging 90 points a game, 91 and a half a game. And they're on pace for, 60 this game right now? Great defense by Wesleyan this whole game. Now, this season they've struggled on the road. They only won their first game of the year on the road. Since then they're 1-9 on the road on the season. And here they are against the Red Devils playing a great game as Wesleyan. Neubauer with the ball, kicks it into Banks. Austin Banks up top, taking his time with Ellison on him. Red Devils are in a 2-3 zone now, it looks like. I think it's caught Tigers off guard a little bit, which is good. Ellison guarding Banks here. Ooh, little body there, no call, I like it. Neubauer with the 3. Is off, good rebound by Daniels. Let's see him run now, though. Red Devils are going to slow down again, it looks like. Ellison bringing the ball up. Kicks the ball to Austin Juergens. Stork gets the ball down low. Layup is up and good by Kyler Stork. Like I said, get him the ball down low. He's had a great game. That's his 9th point off the bench.
There was very good movement away from the ball there. Stork got himself open. I couldn't tell if there's a screen to get him open, but nonetheless.
Yeah, he's just moving off ball. Neubauer kicks it over to Cresswell. Neubauer driving on Daniels. You're not going to get anything easy with Chris Daniels on you, though. Nice catch ball in low. Wide open is Dentlinger, though. The three-pointer is off. Good rebound there by Stork. Looks like their goal is to get their shortest player on the court, Banks, the ball in the middle against 2-3 zone, just have him make a decision. Dame with the offensive rebound, misses the layup, but is able to draw the foul. He will go to the line. Second foul called on the Tigers this half. First free throw is off by Jordan Dame. Like I pointed out earlier, Red Devils don't really line up for the offensive rebound, it seems like. Second free throw is off by Dame, too. Cresswell with the ball, kicks over to Neubauer, back to Cresswell. Finds to Hayden. Banks with the ball right in the middle, finds Cresswell wide open. He misses, though. 2-3 zone has looked good the last few plays. Ellison with the ball, kicks over to Juergens for 3. It is off. Dame grabs the rebound, and he draws another foul. Hopefully he can make a couple at the line this time. Foul called on Alex Dentlinger. It's crazy. Dentlinger has like 2 fouls, but I feel like he should have 10. He's banging into everybody this game.
Yeah.
Free throw is good. See if Dame can knock down this next one. Cut the lead to 1 with 11:25 left. Still yet to see Ian Milstead this half, which is a guy that I consider one of the best players on the team. Honestly, can do it all. Good defender, shooter, playmaker.
All around, yeah. And now that you say that, I realize we haven't seen him at all in the second half. I don't know.
He hasn't played since the beginning of the first half, really.
Something's bothering him, or it's just coach's decision.
Yep. Cresswell with the ball, kicks it down to Banks. Cresswell for the corner, kicks over to Hayden. He shoots from the wing. Three-pointer is off. Good rebound there by Jordan Dame. Dame is going to push. Gets the ball off to Ellison. Ellison up top. Takes the screen from Stork. Another contested 18-footer. Is off. Good rebound there, though, by Chris Daniels. The ball is just knocked out. Couldn't quite corral. It was Jordan and Dame. I want it to be known, I am not against mid-range jumpers. I love them. I am an old-school basketball fan. But in this game, with 20 seconds left in the shot clock, I'm not a huge fan of those shots. Austin Banks here, though, with the ball. Kicks out to Dentlinger. Back to Banks down in the middle. Good pass there by Banks to Fernandez. Looks like Juergens might got hit in the face there. He looks pretty shooken up. Never see Austin Juergens like just not play defense, and he was grabbing his face. He's definitely feeling something there. Hopefully he is okay. He seems to be walking all right. I think he just caught him off guard. He hit in the face there on that last play. Ended up with a open layup for Fernandez. But we do see Ian Milstead coming in for him now. Ellison with the ball up top. Gets a screen from Dame. Back to Dame. Daniels with the ball up top. Daniels hands off to Milstead. Man, Milstead is so ambidextrous. Milstead goes to the, gets in the paint, goes to the layup. Way to draw the foul there by Stork.
This game, you mentioned Stork had a pretty good game the other night, but he's playing really well. It's the best I've seen him play all year. Obviously, he's getting more minutes now than he has all year, but he's definitely making the case to play more minutes.
All year, he's just been moving up and up. He's just playing great basketball, especially lately. And it will be Red Devil ball there. Good defense there by the Red Devils. And another thing, like this Wesleyan team might be the, I mean, I don't want to like speak poorly of anybody, but I think they're the least intimidating at the rim that the Red Devils have faced in a while at least. I don't see any real shot blockers for Wesleyan. And so when I look at this Red Devil team, I don't know why they're not attacking the rim every chance they get. I mean, who's gonna block Dakota Bennington on a drive? Which Bennington, haven't seen him in a while. Like to see him get back in, but
he needs to get back in the game.
Yeah. We need Bennington right now.
I know he's in a little foul trouble, but at this point I don't care. There's 10 minutes left in the game.
And you're down 3. Ball's knocked out of bounds by Wesleyan. Will remain Red Devil ball though. But like got Milstead, Dame, no one's gonna block their shot at the rim. You're either gonna miss it or you're gonna get fouled. And we said it 100 times, Wesleyan's playing great defense this game, so props to them. But I think Red Devils are playing into that defense quite a bit. Daniels catches the ball in the corner. Way to draw the foul, attacking the rim there on Cresswell. Will be under out of bounds play here. Milstead's going to pass the ball in for the Red Devils. They might be throwing it up to Stork here. Watch for it. He is open. They're going to find Dame in the corner. Dame looks to drive. Fades away, and it's not quite. Fernandez grabs the rebound. He's going to push the break himself. Banks drives in. Cresswell on the wing. He pulls. Three-pointer's off. Good rebound there by Stork, though, and Ellison's off to the races. Up to Daniels. He's going to drive in. Good take there by Daniels, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's just what you need for the Red Devils. Attack the rim repeatedly. And here comes in the microwave with 9 minutes left in the half. Jalen Crawford is going to come in here. Let's see if we can get something going. It's a 3-point game. It feels like it shouldn't be because it's just been so low scoring. The 3 points feels like 10. Good free throw here, though, by Daniels.
So how many times is it going to take? How many touches is Crawford going to get before he shoots the ball?
I don't know, man. He made a 3. And then I'm going to say he purposely missed the layup earlier so Dakota could dunk it in.
Yeah.
You know, he was staring at the highlight reel after the steal. I think he's still hot. Microwave is heating up. Let's see if he can get it going. Banks with the ball. He drives in. Good defense by Daniels and Stork, and it's just knocked out of bounds. Unlucky, but overall, that was good defensive play there by the Red Devils.
It's happened a few times. The Red Devils just can't quite grasp it and just gets away out of bounds.
Fernandez with a tough take and good rebound by Crawford. He draws the foul. Will be Red Devil ball. He's drawn a lot of fouls on them. That's a 7th foul called on Wesleyan. That's going to send Crawford to the line. So I think the first time he touches it, he's going to get a shot up. Hopefully he can come knock down 2 and tie this game up. Like we said earlier, this is probably a must-win for the Red Devils. Looking at the state of the slack right now, they're outside looking in. I think they can only afford 1 loss, and especially because this is a more affordable loss because we already beat Wesleyan, and you can't afford to get swept right now. They have to at least split every game. But sweeping Wesleyan is something that they should do. Like, the Red Devils, I truly think are better than this Wesleyan team. They're certainly more talented. So I would consider this a must-win with the way that the Slack is shaping up right now.
Yeah, and
Crawford misses the layup, but somebody goes for an offensive rebound on a free throw. Good work there by Crawford.
Oh, man.
Charge call by Daniels. I'm going to look over to the right here at the replay. I think he was in the circle on that one. I'll have to see that, but I do love the effort by Crawford to get that rebound there. We'll see. We're huddled over the computer to our right. That's a little bit behind, so we can see. If you're at home, rewind it. Try to see if he was, in fact, inside the circle there.
Just outside of it.
Just outside. That's good defense then by the Tigers, really. Thanks to the ball up top. Good defense there by Daniels. I will say, against a team that's shooting the ball this well from 3, foul is going to be called on Daniels. This could be his 2nd or 3rd, I believe. His 3rd foul, which is unfortunate, but he still should be good to go. Like I was saying, this Red Devils, you think it's a team that shoots a 3 as well as Iowa Wesleyan. A 2-3 zone wouldn't work, but they've been in the 2-3 zone for a little bit here, and it's been working really well for them. Banks with the ball up top. He's looking to drive.
Daniels has got to be careful with those hands. He's close to having his 4th foul right there.
But he takes it all the way to the rim and ties the game up for the Red Devils. 49-49 with 8:07 left here. Refs are discussing something here. I don't know what they are talking about. Technical foul on Chris Daniels here. I didn't see why they called it, though.
You just pushed him out of his way. That's terrible.
They did call a technical on Daniels. That's going to be his 4th foul, too, which is tough because he's been playing such good defense in this 2-3 zone for the Red Devils. Coach Wilde is going to choose to keep him in, though, with those 4 fouls. Hopefully he's picked up 3 very quickly here. There he is in there again. Hopefully they didn't call that on him. He is out of the game now.
These refs are just brutal. And I'm not trying to be a ref hater here, but this has been a terrible few minutes for them. They're just looking for it at this point. There isn't that much. It's not a super physical game, and they're just looking for every little thing to call.
That is the fastest 4 fouls I've ever seen a player pick up, I think. Daniels picked up 4 fouls in like less than 2 minutes. And now he's out of the game. He fouled out. He was playing great defense for the Red Devils in that 2-3 zone. That's a huge loss for them right now.
Yeah,
He grabs his arm and puts it in the air like he just won a boxing match. Gotta love to see that, though.
Yeah, Daniels playing great defense. The ref that called the technical was just looking for it after that.
Yeah.
That's just unacceptable, especially with the new SLAC rules, with the technical rules and the tournament and all that.
I was just about to say I like the way it's going with the Tigers having 8 fouls, the Red Devils having 3. But in the last 2 minutes, Red Devil, it's now 7-8 in the foul column. They called 4 straight on Chris Daniels alone.
And the thing is, I understand if it's a super, super chippy game.
Yes.
But this hasn't been. It's been totally clean, and all of a sudden, it's just like
foul,
that.
Foul, Daniels. I mean, thanks to him, it's a 2-point game. He tied it up himself. Now we're down to 49-51 with 8 minutes left here. Jalen Crawford hands the ball off to Bennington, who we haven't seen in a while, but love to see him driving in. A good take there by Bennington to draw the foul. He's going to go to the line for another. Hopefully he can give the Red Devils a lead now after that.
You know, I thought Dakota had 3 fouls. He's only got 2 fouls. Why has he not been in the game?
I was
He's
that.
one of your top offensive players, and he's just now in the game. I think he sat for what, 10 minutes, maybe?
Yeah,
it was a long time.
Looks like a fan is being thrown out of the game now after getting warned earlier. I hate to say this, but there's some energy now from the fans. I mean, the fans have brought energy back to this game, especially after that last bucket that gave the Red Devils a 1-point lead. Denslinger with the ball now, guarded. Now Newbauer with the ball, guarded by Ellison. This 2-3 zone has been looking great for the Red Devils. Crawford comes over, and the travel call. Red Devils do have it going. The packed stadium is very into this game. It's been a good one.
And you know what? Eureka has done a great job working through this adversity with the refs. And the refs calling all these fouls have obviously made everyone in the arena upset. Yeah. And they've just fed off that energy, and now they're up 1, and they're looking the best they've played all game.
Yeah. And on defense, the 2-3 zone they're running, Wesleyan is struggling a lot against it. Wesleyan can't get anything going against this 2-3 zone. I'm not sure if they're, a team that lives and dies by the three-pointer the way they have. You think they're probably not used to seeing a 2-3 zone, but it's been awesome. Had to call a timeout here. Let's see if these Red Devils can keep it going. I think they're going to stick with the same lineup that's brought this energy in of Banks, Bennington, Milstead, Crawford, and Ellison. I'd like to see what Coach Oldie's drawing up here for this next offensive play for the Red Devils. I think after Bennington gets that and 1 here, come off the bench, getting hot, you have to think that it's going to be a pick and roll for him, right? Maybe if Crawford picks and pops, gets Bennington going to the rim, or a back cut for an alley-oop. I would love me a back cut for an alley-oop right now.
Yeah, that'd be something here. Have a little boom goes the dynamite with this game coming down to the end.
I'm going to call that right now. With the way they're standing, I think Bennington comes up, back cuts. They pass the ball to Milstead. Milstead's going to throw an alley-oop to Bennington. If I had to guess, that's what I'm calling. Never mind. That's not the play call. Bennington's going to get the ball down low. They were looking for him in the post. Now Milstead will pass the ball in here. Ellison catches the ball up top. Milstead cuts through, gets the ball on the wing. Takes the screen from Banks. He's going to go all the way to the rim. Good take there by Milstead, just off. But he is able to get a hand on the ball here now. And it's going to be knocked out of bounds and be Tigers' ball there, according to the ref. I couldn't quite see it. The bench was standing up. But
yeah, I don't think anybody in the gym really knew. They just wanted it to go Eureka's way.
Yeah. Newbar with the ball now. Again, this 2-3 zone's just been awesome for the Red Devils lately. They keep it spread out, but it's just, I don't think the Tigers are used to seeing anything like this. Three-pointers up and off. Good rebound there by Bennington. And that's probably the best look they've gotten out of the zone against this zone so far. So we'll live with that. 52-51 Red Devil lead. Milstead shoots the wide open three from the corner, is just off. But that's still a shot you gotta love.
I like that shot.
He's playing good defense too. Good defense up by Bennington. Knocked the ball out of Banks' hands. Picks up the Cresswell up top. It is off. Ball is just knocked out of bounds. Good hustle there by Milstead. The ref does call it out of bounds though. Man, this Red Devils line right now is giving it their all though, especially on the defensive end. Gotta love to see it. And with Jaden Banks anchoring the paint down low, it's just deterred anyone from driving into him. Sandeline with the ball on the wing. Good defense. He's getting doubled in the corner. He does get a timeout. Give me timeout, Tigers. Good defense again by the Red Devils. 6:18 left here. 52-51. I'm going to quickly look through the past. This is probably the lowest scoring game I've seen the Red Devils play this year. Yeah, it looks like the lowest they've had coming into this one was a 70-point game for them. They only have 52 right now with 6 minutes left. Props to both teams defensively, but especially to Wesleyan because, I mean, Red Devils aren't used to only scoring 50 points with 6 minutes left. Their defense has been awesome on the Red Devils. The Red Devils are just pounding through tough refs, tough defense, and they still have this 1-point lead with 6 minutes left in a must-win game. Hopefully they can close this one out.
The thing is, too, in the first 75% of this game, the Red Devils had absolutely no right to be in the game. They were not playing well. Everything was out of sync. Just nothing flowing whatsoever. But they have grinded through it and now have a 1-point lead with 6:18 to go. I mean, they obviously have a very good chance here.
And this crowd is just pumped up for this one now, especially after that Chris Daniels fouling out. He had such a great game, too, off the bench, defensively especially. Ball is taken out of bounds here by Banks. Red Devils still in this 2-3 zone. Banks gets the ball up top. He's going to catch a screen from Ellison. Ellison is able to navigate himself around it. Good kick out, though, to Neubauer, who has been the best shooter, but is way off on that three. He just chucked that one up there. Ellison is going to push the pace, it looks like. He's trying to find Milstead down low. Couldn't quite get it to him. Crawford catches the ball on the wing. That Devils didn't look like a 32-set lineup for offense for them. Ellison with the ball up top. Gets a screen from Bennington. Nice find for Bennington. Wide open three-pointer. Is good for Dakota. You can't leave him that open. He's going to knock that down more often than not. Quiet game for Bennington, only 11 points, but he's made some big ones for sure. And limited minutes in the second half.
Yeah, he's definitely coming through when it matters.
And in this 2-3 zone, good defense there by Jay Banks with the block and rebound by Milstead. 4-point lead for the Red Devils. I also want to point out, this is some of the best defense I've seen Dakota Bennington play in this 2-3 zone especially. He has been all over the court defensively. Crawford shoots and knocks down the three-pointer. The Eureka College microwave, ladies and gentlemen, brings the lead to 7 with 5 minutes left. 58-51 Red Devils. This 2-3 zone has just got them confused. Another errant pass goes. Cresswell with the ball up top, guarded by Ellison.
And you know what? It's
another just chucked up three-pointer is off. This one, Detzler gets the ball, but a block by Ian Milstead. Keep him in the game. He's playing basketball. Milstead's going to drive now. A good take. Layup is just off. This crowd would have exploded had that gone down.
You know what? It's kind of funny because I think the worst possible thing that could have happened for Iowa Wesleyan was the double technical and Daniels getting fouling out, because that just brought energy to everybody in the gym, and the players are going nuts with it.
I've never seen a player fouling out. Especially, he picked up 4 fouls in a minute and a half almost, but brings so much energy. You send it to the gym. It's just insane. Especially the player that's having probably one of the better games for the Red Devils. But man, if I'm right now, 4:38 left, and you got great players on the bench still. Hosea,
we haven't seen him in a while.
Jurgens, haven't seen any of them in a while. But I'm not sure I could sub with the way this lineup is playing right now. They're just balling out. 6-point leader for the Red Devils with 4:38 left.
Yeah, you definitely got to keep this group together as long as possible. Everything's just gelling now, and like I've said time and time again, it's the best they've played all game. They were just not good earlier in the game.
This 2-3 zone has just been awesome for them. Bennington catches the ball on the wing, guarded by Santaline. Santaline has had a great game defensively on Bennington, making him work for everything he can get. Bennington's going to drive in, though. He's going to float up, gets the layup up, and just off. Man, he can float in the air, though. Santaline with the drive, kicks over to Neubauer. He's going to shoot the three, and it is good by Santaline. That's the first, not the first three-pointer we've seen him take. The first one we've seen him make this game. He's been reluctant to shoot that shot. He does cut the lead to 2, though. Banks catches the ball on the wing, finds it to Crawford in the middle of the paint, or the zone. Baton's going to fly now again. He gets that shot off.
How do you not call a foul on that? I don't understand how there's no foul.
They call that one on the ground, it looks like. I totally agree. I mean, the rule is you're not allowed to come down with your arms, which I think is what Denslinger did there.
I just don't understand how you call very soft ticky-tack fouls early in the game, and then there's something like that that's very clear, and there's no call on the shot.
He knocks down the free throw. Luckily, he's able to get the on-ball foul. Dame is going to come in for Milstead here. I wonder if that's going to put Crawford at the top of the 2-3 zone. It has to be Crawford or Bennington probably at the top of the 2-3 zone now, which is interesting. if they stay in the 2-3 zone, which I think they have to with how well it's been working for them. If they switch to man now, I can't picture them doing that. Second free throw is off, keeps the lead at 3. It is a one-possession game here. Red Devils are going to stay in the 2-3 zone. It is going to bring Crawford up, which his long arms in this 2-3 zone is going to be going to cause a lot of havoc, I think.
Yeah, it's like Marissa Murphy for the women's team.
Yes.
Real long arms.
Sanderline misses that three-pointer. Good contest there by Bennington. Rebound is grabbed by Ellison. I know we're up 3, but I still would like to see him push there.
Yeah.
I know we're slowing down because we're up, but I would like to see him push.
Right, you still have over 3 minutes left in the game. There's a lot of game left.
Crawford calm with the ball in the high post, hands it off to Bennington. Bennington has the ball in the post still. Finds Ellison up top. 9 seconds left here in the shot clock. Ellison calls for the screen from Banks. Finds Banks up top for the three-pointer. This crowd would have exploded. That, like, if he would have knocked that down, I can't even picture how loud this crowd would have been. 2:57 left here, 59-56. Red Devils up 3. Defense has been great over the last 10 minutes in this 2-3 zone. Hopefully they can keep it going. Every shot that Wesleyan's been able to make against it's been super tough. Denslinger catches the ball up top. Banks comes off the screen, finds Newbar on the wing. He misses the 3.
Great rebound.
The rebound. Oh, Bennington's trying to get something on Denslinger here. No,
come on.
Still. And he's had his hands all over him there on that. I'd like to see some off-ball foul. And a timeout called here for the Red Devils. Probably a good timeout here, honestly.
Yeah,
a lot of frustration on the court a little bit. He still had 70 seconds left on the shot clock. And he still has 3 timeouts left after this one, so I totally agree with that timeout call.
And really, all in all, Bennington's doing a great job of keeping us cool because he's just getting beat up and there's absolutely no calls for him.
Also credit to Jordan Dame. I think he was getting a lot of that in the first half too. Jordan Dame was, and he didn't let that get to him too much. A player I'd like to see get back in, though, I think, is Jalen Hosea. His defense is just, like, he's the best defender on the team. What else can I say?
And he'll take care of the ball.
Yes.
He can dribble like crazy with no dumb turnovers, nothing like that.
Coming back in now. Lineup looks like it's going to stay the same for the Red Devils. You have Dakota Banks. Oh, no, Tyler Stork's going to come in for Jaden Banks here. I'd like to see that on the offensive end. Like I said, he's made the most of his minutes all season. But like I said, he's just, the more minutes he gets, the better he plays. He's one of those guys that he makes the most of every second he has in the court. And hopefully they can give him the ball in the post and he can just get another bucket. Ellison gets a screen from Dame. Dame's going to catch a screen here from Stork. Charge call. Yep. I agree. Good positioning there by Neubauer. He hedged that screen well. Dame put his head down, I think.
Yeah, dropped the shoulder a little bit.
That's tough, but I have to agree with that. Interesting, they're putting Banks back in, I think for defensive purposes, since he is one of the leading shot blockers in the conference.
Looks like he's got an 8-foot wingspan.
Can touch the rim without jumping almost. Banks with the ball.
Ooh, yep.
Travel call. This 2-3 zone is just awesome for the Red Devils. I've never seen them play a zone this intensely as they have. And Wesleyan's just falling apart against it. 3-point lead here still. 2 minutes left, 59-56. Red Devils. Ellison finds Bennington on the wing. Over to Dame. High post ball goes to Banks. Good pass on the back cut to Bennington. Banks goes and just misses the offensive rebound. I hope Red Devils get back on defense here and get set in that 2-3 zone before Wesleyan can do anything.
There
Good
you
steal
go.
by Ellison. He's going to slow it down again. I don't think the Red Devils half-court offense looked all that great either, though, in the last few minutes. I think I still would like to see him push it. At least with over a minute left. After this, I would say keep holding it. Ellison kicks out to Banks. 10 seconds left. He knocks down the 18-footer. Yeah, I wasn't sure about that, but I can't complain now. I was nervous for that one. I really was. Banks has the ball now. Kicks over to Neubauer. Back to Banks. Denslinger up top. Kicks over back to Banks. Banks is going to drive in, puts up the floater. It is off. Good kick out there by Bennington. Not allowed the offensive rebound, but stay on the line. Wesleyan does get it. Heard a loud crack after Bennington contested Sandaline's three, but he does seem to be totally fine.
Yeah,
a little scary because he couldn't hear all the bang.
I think he just banged into one of the empty seats there.
Give me red double ball here. 5-point lead with 56 seconds remaining. Ellison's going to go to the line for two. Man, if he could just knock these two down,
these are
that'd be
big.
so nice.
They make 2 free throws here, and you're in great position.
Mm-hmm. First one's good. (62-56) brings the lead to 6 for the Red Devils with 56 seconds remaining. He knocks down this free throw. You got to feel good.
Yeah, make it a 3-possession game.
Love this game by the Red Devils, though. They just toughed it out.
Yep.
Not a lot was falling. Credit to Iowa Wesleyan. It's the best defense I've seen anyone play in the Red Devils this year. They did a great job defensively, but switching to the 2-3 zone was a great move by the coaching staff, for Coach Willie for the Red Devils, and it's just been great for them ever since. Timeout call here.
Yeah.
53 left. I don't know. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Stay in the zone.
Yep.
Get a rebound. Take your time now.
I think the MVP of this game for the Red Devils, I'd say, even though he's been out for the past 8 minutes or whatever it was, Chris Daniels getting this crowd going. They needed something. I was saying it in the first half. They needed something to get this crowd behind them and just get their intensity up. Everything was out of sync early on in this game.
Yep.
Chris Daniels comes in, plays defense, gets the double technical, even though everyone in here did not like that. Yeah. Fouls out, but since then, it's been very intense from everybody in this gym.
Yeah. He had 4 fouls, so he played no differently. And it cost him, had to come out because he fouled out, but man, just the energy he brought to this crowd just changed everything.
Yeah, and it's been able to sustain itself.
And also props to Coach Wilde. After Daniels fouled out, he grabbed Daniels' wrist and held it up like Daniels just won a boxing match, and the crowd went crazy for that one. Also, the crowd got going so loud, refs had to calm down the fans. It was very fun energy from the fans there. Red Devils are double teaming now the ball in this 2-3 zone. Denslinger shoots the ball from 3. It is off, but they call a foul on Dakota Bennington. Not sure I agree with that, especially it was so late the foul call was. But it's going to send Denslinger to the line. Denslinger will attempt 2 here. First one is good. I'll just cut the lead to 6 here. Still in good shape for the Red Devils. And the second one is good. He knocks this down and cut the lead to 4. That could be tough. Austin Juergens is going to come back into the game for Jaden Banks here. Probably because he's a leading free throw percent on the team. Also, Ian Milstead's going to come in. Looks like for Crawford. Crawford, great minutes off the bench here, especially on the defensive end. Big smile on his face here. The microwave got hot today. Last free throw is off. Good rebound there by Jordan Dame. He's going to get the foul and go to the line. Looking ahead for the Red Devils, they have Fontbonne at home this coming Wednesday. Definitely tune in for that one. We lost at Fontbonne on the road due to a pretty impressive half-court shot sending the game to overtime, where the Red Devils unfortunately lost that one. So it's going to be almost a must-win because they have to split with them in order to hopefully make it to the postseason. Then a tough one at Spalding, not because Spalding per se is a top team in the conference, but they did come in here and beat us. And traveling to Kentucky's tough. I mean, that's always a tough game going there.
Yeah, it's terrible. That bus ride to Kentucky.
That's a tough one. And then we're traveling on to Webster, who we beat at home. And so sweeping them would be huge for the Red Devils if they could pull that off. Then finish it with an at-home game against Greenville. So it's a very exciting end of the season here. after this one for the Red Devils, so stay tuned with it. Austin Banks misses the three-pointer. Good rebound there by Bennington. He's going to go to the line.
That's kind of an interesting shot choice. With you still have over 30 seconds left, and you just pull up immediately for three. They're only down 5 points. You don't have to have a three there.
Yeah. Bennington's going to go to the line here.
Yeah, you guys be quiet down there. Don't talk.
Bennington knocks down the first free throw. Misses the second. 30 seconds left here now. Banks gets ball over to Dentlinger. He makes the three-pointer. That cuts the lead to 4 with 25 seconds left. Red Devils got to make their free throws here.
Yeah,
And
I mean, make your free throws and you win the game. It's just that
Yep.
simple. I mean, you're still in great position.
And the one thing that makes nervous is, I'm not going to lie, the Red Devils have struggled to do that this year. At the end of close games, I mean, they're 2-5 in close games this year. Now, a lot of it, crazy half quarters by Fontbonne, but even before then, they missed a couple important free throws. Hopefully, they can just clutch this one out, get the win, and get out of here. Move on to Fontbonne on Wednesday. It's just been one of those low-scoring, grinded-out, tough games. Fun to watch, though. And if it continues like this, the game should be over just in time for everyone to watch North Carolina hopefully spank Duke after this one. Coach Willie drawing up a play here now for the Red Devils. You gotta think they're gonna stick in the 2-3 zone on defense, and then see who gets to the line for a couple free throws on offense. Interesting. Ellison has played instead of Hosea for like the last 12 minutes for the Red Devils. Milstead is back in, as he is one of the better free throw shooters on the team. Juergens will pass the ball in. Gets the ball to Ellison, who's able to find some freedom. Really touchy foul. I can't believe they called that one.
Yeah.
In my opinion, you don't call a foul that you wouldn't have called in the first half. You can't just reward a touch one like that, but I mean, you saw Dakota get tackled on one of his drive-ins to the rim. They didn't call it, but nonetheless, Ellison will go to the line for 2. He makes the first, which was huge. That will bring the lead back to 6. At the rim, at the line for the second. 21 seconds left here. Score is 67-61, Red Devils. And the second free throw will fall as well. Bentlinger again for 3. Is off. Ellison grabs the rebound. That should be all she wrote. But they are going to foul again. Mile the Hart, I guess. 6-point lead here. 67-61. 12 seconds remaining. Ellison is going to attempt a couple more. I mean, if you're a Red Devil fan, this was a great game. I mean, powered through pretty tough officiating there with about the 10-minute mark. And, like,
just got stronger from there.
Played hard. They just played hard today. A lot of shots weren't falling. Wesleyan was playing good defense. But they powered through, got this win, could move on. Second free throw, good. Ellison's going to guard Banks. Banks drives all the way to the rim and draws the foul. Not sure I like fouling there, but
honestly, you could have just let him walk straight to the rim and lay it in.
yeah. Banks going to go to the line.
You know, if they were playing Greenville or somebody right now, I'd be wouldn't be too as confident, but
Yeah. Seven-point lead here for the Red Devils. Banks knocks in the second, cuts the lead to 6. Foul Ellison again quick. Hopefully he can go down and knock 2 more in. He's made every free throw at the end of the game here.
Yeah, these are big free throws for a young guy that doesn't get that many minutes. I mean, being able to come in here in a close game, it was 4-point game, and he's making those free throws.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, made it to 6
Well,
and 7 points.
yeah.
But yeah, because he made those free throws, it's able to extend the lead.
Sophomore transfer. Second free throw is up and off, but he knew it. And he fouls. That's tough. Don't want to do that, but like the effort, but he shouldn't have fouled there.
Yeah, that's just going to extend the game now because they're going to come down, shoot their free throws, and then another foul.
Again. First free throw is good. And the second free throw is good. Oh.
All right.
Call lane violation. Free throw won't count. Bennington gets the ball here. No foul call yet. They didn't call one at all. That will be the game for the Red Devils. Well, it was a great game here. Like we said, come join us again on Wednesday for another tough home game against Fontbonne. I am Brady Junk here with Kyle Cashdollar. It was a fun one, and we'll see you on Wednesday. Thanks again.